which Jordan would you attach to prisons? Like if you had to give prisoners a
The
Jordan,
one that's more doable.
which Jordan would you give prisoners? I'm saying they walk in, you go, hey man, like we gonna change this prison system, and they walk in, and instead of giving them that, we gonna give them a five.
Couldn't tell you.
The lockdown Jordan. Because Jordan was a lockdown defender.
The Air Maximus.
Baby girl, I'm built different. Ain't shit about me average. Lazy motherfucker, I suffocate if I'm stagnant. Confident, I will never take your bitch, boy, I don't want her. She don't cook, clean, or pray for you. I'm sorry, that ain't no woman, and I'm tired of it. No tolerance for toilet shit. That man talkative. Need a better ass whooping than his father did. I'm confident. I'm a savage, not a scavenger. Baby, that ain't Febreze. What you smell is dry lavender. I'm a warrior in the garden, not a gardener in the war. No shortage, I ain't starving. Get the harvest from the soil. To carry out your call and make you a target in this world. So this part of the song go out to all the boys and girls. They go, black man, get your cash. Get it fast, but they blast at you. This your chance. Remember who you are and don't let this world change you. And if you ever want to burn this whole shit down, I don't blame you. Come in.
Today, we're talking to a young man. This brother is a genius. He's brilliant. If anybody's walking around with some hot Jordans on their feet, you probably got this man to thank. This brother is the Chief Design Officer for Jordan Brand. Representing the community. We rise all the way to the top. Please welcome to the room, Mr. Jason Mayden.
What up? What it do?
Oh, they got issues.
You came empty-handed. There are where are the boxes?
Yes.
Boxes of
Oh, man.
shirts.
Charge it to the sneaker app. Go ahead, download that.
So Jason, man, I think, the impressive thing about you, we didn't know a brother was behind the Jordan Brand doing all these dope designs, man. Like we're going to get into your backstory, but how did that come about, first of all?
Man, honestly, it was a function of me just pursuing them, reaching out, writing letters, making myself present in each moment. The truth of the matter is when I got into the industry, you just love collecting sneakers. There was no pathway to design them. So a lot of what I did, I had to make up. But the beautiful thing about being the first is you get to explore and there's nothing they can compare you to. So the blessing of it all was I saw comic books, I saw really creative people in my community, and I just put the mathematics together and invented the life that I'm living.
So where does that inspiration come from? Like, how did you, take us back to your childhood. Where are you from?
From the south side of Chicago,
I
from
know where
Roseland.
it came from.
Yeah.
On the bus. Remember this? Hey, man, what size shoes are those?
My size. My size. And that's the appropriate response. My size.
Exactly.
So, all right, so you growing up in the 80s, 90s?
80s and 90s, yeah.
And so what's that like? Like, what's the culture like back then for you, like in the neighborhood where you're from?
It was phenomenal. So on the south side, what's not talked about is the Great Migration and how it changed the texture of that community. So when you look at the types of people that came from the South to the Midwest, they were industrious, they were intelligent, they were pursuing something that was better than what they had in the South. And you had an immigrant community, so people who came here, first generation, worked exceptionally hard. So when you put that against the backdrop of the city being founded by a Haitian immigrant, Jean-Baptiste Pointe-du-Sable, you can see why the energy is different when you come out of the shot. You know who you are, you know your history. Driving down 87 from Stony Island, having people selling you the final call, telling you, you know who you are, son, you know who you are, you a king, and just feeding you with this information that just because you grew up in this neighborhood didn't mean that you couldn't achieve. And so it was a mixture of seeing that in my neighborhood and then having this dude show up, Mike Jordan, who at that time was 2 gold chains, haircut. Yeah, he had full of energy, full of potential. That rippled throughout the community. So at that point, being able to grow up and witness his ascension, it allowed us to travel the world through his exploits. So him going to Barcelona, I went to Barcelona. Him winning a championship, throwing an event at Petrillo Music Show, we got a chance to see the world. So for the first time, you had a conversation with culture that didn't just center you just on hip hop. You had art, you had sophistication, you had, luxury. You had all these things that weren't accessible to young black men at that time.
So when you say stuff like, when he went to Barcelona, you went to Barcelona, were you working with the company at that time? Or are you just saying, as a young kid, a young fan, wherever Jordan went, you went?
Exactly. Because you
physically, or are you just saying on
You was
TV?
working at Payless Shoes at the time?
Man, no, I was working at the crib. I was cutting grass and shoveling snow on the south side. I had a business.
At the same time?
Yeah, man.
I thought you
The
about to say I was
seasonality.
cutting coke. I was like, God damn.
Not me. Not that
So you
guy.
said cutting. Now he said, I'm at the
Not that
crib.
guy.
Grass and snow is
Hey,
kind
hey,
of
it's real close.
Yeah.
weed and cocaine.
I believe you
Yeah.
can fly.
Yeah.
So you're saying, are you saying metaphorically? You went with them?
Metaphorically, yeah,
got
just
you,
because
got
of the
you. I'm like,
example.
You must have been like 12 years old.
Oh man, I was young. I was like 9, 10 years old when he was at his height. But I mean, just the example alone, because you had NBA inside stuff from Mara Rashad, and just the way they told stories. Saturday mornings, it was like the closest thing I can get to the sports industry.
Got you.
And
That was
yeah,
a great
Couldn't
time. I
afford a
remember
ticket
that
at the
era.
time.
couldn't afford a ticket. Yeah.
Did you afford the sneakers?
Nah, I couldn't. That's why I ended up like starting a lawn care business to buy like school clothes, and then eventually I parlayed that into hiring my friends and giving them the first chance to be able to build their own kind of businesses.
Oh, what kind of? You said a what? Lawn
Lawn care
care.
business.
Yeah,
Cutting
grass.
But I'm saying, you said a lawn care business. That's no lawn care.
That's what they call it. No, they call lawn care.
Richmond, y'all didn't have
Y'all
didn't have no lawn
had
care.
gravel. Y'all had gravel, bro.
Yes,
It's
man.
like-
The old cars on the lawn.
I never heard of lawn care.
You have
Yeah,
it? They call it lawn
Midwest,
care.
man.
So you out there manicuring the grass?
Yes, that's what they say.
and shoveling snow. It's something we did in the
Hell no.
Midwest.
Thank you. Tell them.
I've never heard of that phrase in my life.
I know,
That's
because
because-
you don't have snow or grass.
You don't have seasons.
So Jason, how old were you when you got your first pair of Jordans?
I was 13, turning 14. It felt like it.
Which ones were they?
We're serious.
It was the Air Jordan 10s, my freshman year in high school. Yeah, when he was
What's
playing
that,
for
94? What's
94.
Do you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
have them?
The original
Do you
pair?
still have those same?
I have some of them, but
Some
not
of
those original pairs. Yeah.
All right. So, when's the first time you meet Mike and have him your idol?
He still hasn't met Mike.
Can you say, "Hey man, I know you're my boss. Can you sign these shoes?"
Oh no,
No, that ain't
nah. I mean, at the end of the day, like when you're there with any of the people that you work on behalf of, your job is to treat them as people, not as what society sees them as. But the first time I met them, I was an intern, and they essentially give you a map. But back then, they gave you a map to find your desk. So I assumed that the Jordan brand was in Jordan building. It was in the Jerry Rice building, completely separate part of campus. I walk around. I get to the elevator. I'm looking at the map. I'm trying to figure out where to go. Get up to the 4th floor. The door opens. I look down there, 2 pairs of beautiful dress shoes. And I'm like, all right, first of all, who's wearing hard bottoms at Nike? It was a thing. Like, you wear sneakers. You don't wear hard bottoms. I look down and look up. There's Mike and there's Larry Miller, the president of Jordan Brand. So I'm bugging out. I'm trying to press the door to pretend like I got on the wrong floor, and the door just kept doing this. Then Mike reaches his hand through the elevator, and it's just like, touches my chest, my credit score went up, jump shot got better. Everything. Bless me. He was like, man, he was like, are you the intern? And I explained to him, yeah. And he was like, how'd you get here? I'm like, man, I took the elevator. He's like, no, you're from the south side of Chicago. How did you get here? He had knew my story, but I explained to him. It started with me being in the hospital as a kid, reading a Batman comic book, and how, to me, he was Bruce Wayne. And I wanted to be Lucius Fox, the dude who designed gadgets for Bruce Wayne. And that story,
Genius.
yeah.
He took the whole
The Batman comic book put you in the hospital?
Nah, I was sick, and I had a blood infection. And my father used to take us on the weekends to play basketball on the west side. He played pickup basketball for bread. And we would go home, watch the old Adam West Batman. And so in my mind, Batman was a TV show. So when I got sick, they had these little rooms where kids would get highlights magazines and toys to play with. And there was somebody that donated the comic book. And so I saw the image, and I'm like, Batman's a what is this? Opening up. Batman 307 is an image of a brother. He's on the phone, smooth, telling Bruce Wayne, I'm going to call you right back. So first of all, he had the audacity to tell Bruce Wayne, like, I ain't going to hold you, but I'm going to call you back.
Yeah.
And he looked like my dad. So I'm like, who is this dude? Did a bit of research and found out, like, he was everything I wanted to be.
Man, found his dad.
Yeah, I do some research. I found out about my dad.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne's that?
Man, I wish, man. I wish. But my pops is a phenomenal human being. So that example, both the illustrated version and real life, they just put me on this path, man.
Man, that's such a dope story, man.
What was his reaction when you said that incredible story? Did he know who Lucius was? Because all of us thought Alfred made everything.
I was like,
Yeah, nah, man. His reaction was, he always talks about hard work and work ethic. He was like, man, you did it the right way. You took the stairs, not the elevator. And that's just a metaphor for, like, you don't skip a step. What impresses people like that is the effort, not the outcome. Because if the preparation is solid, then the outcome is something you either win or you learn from. So for him, it was the fact that I put up 10,000 shots, man. I wrote letters. I drove out there, flew out there, drove myself to college, negotiated my way in. Like, I did every single step it took to be prepared for that moment. So for me, I just feel like what he did on the basketball court, I parlayed that into my style of play. So creativity is my jump shot, and I just used it to get to the league. And for me, the league was Nike.
Take us
So,
back.
so wait, so that's
You
great.
got 6 rings.
So how long? I just heard you like you're driving and everything you were doing. How long did it take you, say, years to get to that spot?
From the age
When
of
you decide,
10,
like, man, I'm going for that. How long did it take you?
I was 19 years old when I got the internship. And I was Nike's first black industrial design intern, and then Jordan Brands.
right now.
19.
Man,
This was about
Black
9
don't crack.
years.
9 years?
From the age of 10 to 19.
Take us back to the first time you like, I want to design my own sneaker. Like when you pick up the sketch pad and what are you designing? What's that like?
Man, so what was wild is when the Jordans came out, they used to hit on Fridays. I don't know if y'all remember that. And so across the street from my school was a Foot Locker. And so when everybody else came back to school and said they had the Jordan, typically I would have a sketch of it and I would modify it. So technically I would say I got the J's, but I didn't. Or we call them Mikes in Chicago. We don't call them Jordans. So everybody had the Mikes on their feet, and I would have the sketch. And so my friends started to ask me like, yo, let me see your version. Let me see your version. And over time, it became a thing where there was a game shoe or there was another shoe that came out, and then there was the Jason version. And from there, people would want me to customize and airbrush and just do different things. But the cool part was the people around me encouraged me to keep going. Because normally at that time, you draw on sneakers, people like, yo, you're not getting that job. Like, how you gonna, there was no path. But it was a pretty dope experience, man.
Yeah.
So you would just draw them or you would make them?
I would draw.
High school. He was just
It
drawing.
was in high school, yeah.
What now is? Can we go back and we go through the litany of Jordans that have come out? Can you tell us this was my design? This can you? Do you know?
If you did the 15s, let's have a conversation about that.
Nah, I didn't. Nah, I think I started at the tail end of the 16s, and then I got a chance to work on the Air Jordan 17s. And so I did a shoe called the 17 Mule that came out when I was in college. So I went back to school my senior year with the contracting gig with Nike, and then they hired me full time pretty much at the end of my senior year. So from there, every other shoe.
In your opinions, which is the best mics that you love
Of all time.
He said Mike. He put
Yeah, we
Mike.
call them Mikes. Yeah.
Mike's in Chicago.
His mama call him Mike. I'm gonna call him Mike. What is the best mics and what is the mics?
I mean, the beautiful thing is each shoe has to be polarizing. It should be a hate it or love it, experience, because every shoe is having a conversation with future history. These are future ancient artifacts. Like that man's story is gonna be studied. This boy good. So when I think about a product, I mean, this is the way we have to. When you look at the archetype of a hero, their job is to show what humanity could do, right? Push humanity forward, push human potential forward. So for me, when I think about the shoe that stands out the most, it was the Air Jordan 4, the military blues. Like, I love that. It was like perfect. The proportion, the shape, what he did in them with the double sock. Like, I mean, it was crazy just to see that product come to life on screen and then to see it in real life. A lot of my taste preference comes down to performance because I was an athlete. So I think, how does it feel on my foot?
You was an athlete?
Yeah, played football.
What
basketball.
happened?
Car accident. Yeah.
Now look at you. Now look, you done. Now look at you. You gotta feel bad. He almost lost his life.
Because your seatbelt came off. That's not an accident.
Yeah, I mean,
Scholarship to Alabama. You look at
and look at you. You done brought up some bad meat. Boy, you a cold motherfucker.
Nah, it just woke me up.
I wasn't driving. Don't blame me. I wasn't driving.
Oh, boy from the Raiders was
because
driving.
I knew you were coming here today. I warned you now.
Ah, yeah. Dub Zero.
You ain't tell nobody else.
Dub Zeros.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to do with these?
Yeah, that was during Mark Smith's era and Jordan Brand. That was around the 20th anniversary of the brand. And we introduced laser graphics to footwear for the first time. So that was one of the shoes. Yeah.
What?
Smell like LJ.
Yeah.
Fresh, brother. Fresh.
Smell like the locker room in it.
Hey, Chris.
So your input in this, like, how are you like from scratch designing these? Is there
So everything. The beautiful thing about creativity is that no job is too small. So sometimes I'm researching. Sometimes I'm looking at innovation and technology. Sometimes I'm looking at narrative and emotional connectivity. Sometimes it's material and color. So it really, whatever the problem is that needs to be solved, we break it down into discrete kind of bodies of work. And whoever has the expertise and interest pursues that work.
So you created this one?
I worked on it with the team, yeah.
That's dope.
I got a story about the 17s.
Yeah.
Remember they came in the silver.
Oh, yeah, the briefcase, the James Bond
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
So I used to be famous, right?
Yeah.
So around that time, I was at
In Burbank.
Popping out there.
a celebrity basketball game, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what city it was in, but I pulled those out, right? Jordan Brand sent them to me, and I remember I was next to Brian McKnight, who was, he had more Jordans than Jordan, and I pulled them out. He goes, Where you get them? I was like, Nike, Jordan, as you can see. This motherfucker called on the phone. Excuse me, hey, how the fuck Chris Spencer get the 17s before me? And I didn't realize that I had them before everybody. It came in a fucking silver attaché.
Now, how did you get them?
I used to be famous.
He was famous too.
Yeah, for those 11 weeks, you got a lot of shit on.
A lot of shit for 11 weeks.
Hey, Chris, what they send you now?
Shoehorns, Nike shoehorns.
What's happening, my boy? No, I still get shit.
Okay.
I got Gentry.
Yeah, G-Money,
I have
G-Money.
people.
We got friends.
Hey, we get 310s, Chris.
Gentry. We got Mike. Not Jordan, Mike O'Malley. He's in shipping. I still get stuff, but it's not like, of course, you know how it is when you're
You're on the D list.
Yeah. No, I'm not D.
No. Hey, Chris,
I'm in D League.
we had the 310s.
310s was killed. Woo! Was it Mark
Chris
Mason?
Webber?
Mark Mason, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Don't fuck with me in the 90s.
I'm on, I'm on the free list and pay less, so I don't know.
Hey, man.
So yeah,
Free pancakes, free burritos.
If you were to take a survey and ask people what is their favorite Mikes or Jordans, what number? I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I'll tell you what mine is, and then I think everybody they don't know Nikes, they don't know Jordans like that.
Yeah.
Wayne does.
I got a gang of Jordan.
But you don't know the numbers.
You got Gretzky's too. That don't count.
J Dub's over there at Payless, so I don't know. They didn't sell Jordans at Payless.
You got the rollerblade Jordan.
he went to the prom and some Ewing. So my favorite, I'm gonna tell you my favorite of threes.
Yeah.
And I think if you asked everybody, their favorites are probably 11.
11.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
like
do you
three, sixes, 11s.
Not fours?
Fours come into play. I mean, there's ones obviously a big deal for a lot of people. Fives, it's like 5 or 6
I
of them.
have
that
6 of
really
them as a favorite. The favorite means 1.
But that,
So it's 11.
Just keep your 11s. I mean,
No,
keep
this
all
is
your
the
favorites.
popular-
those are the
They
most
your
popular
popular.
ones.
What's
Yeah,
your-
yeah,
what's
it
your
depends on
most
personal
popular?
preference. Yeah, some people love the 11s, you know, because they love the connection to the stories that are being told. Then, some people love the 6s because you know what was happening in culture. So it just depends on the moment that you saw the product and what it meant to you. Because it literally is like 6 shoes that everybody loves.
See, I like the
I'm a
7s.
Jordan
I like the
one.
7s,
Never
9s,
say
10s,
product
and
in front of me.
12s.
I flashback.
I have none. I have no Jordans. I have none.
I said he was at Payless.
You ain't no Jordan?
I don't have no Jordans.
You just said the 7210.
I lied.
So
I have plenty of Jordan golf shoes.
Gordon?
We
matter
appreciate
of fact,
that.
he has those
3 or 4.
He has those 6s.
Oh,
The
okay.
East
has
Side
golf
golf
shoes?
ones, the green ones you have.
Oh,
Those are
shit.
dope.
Yeah.
He has golf shoes. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, no. We all we playing is if you pull up some pictures,
Yeah, you got.
we'll do that in post. You'll see me and Buddy, and that's basically all we rock.
Yeah,
That's love.
Jordan brand.
I don't
12s.
golf at all.
I think I should be on the list.
Oh man.
As much as I promote.
I can see out there like an older, Jordan model for golf.
No, Buddy should be. What's the ones that you wear? And you
He's an ankle model. Buddy got his ankle bone pierced, so it could be an ankle model.
And Doug Flutie wear.
Skechers.
Schedules. I go schedules.
With the big heels. Look like you wearing slides.
There's a great series on Netflix called Abstract, the Art of Design, something like that. And they have a profile of Tinker Hatfield. So I think a lot of people associate Jordans with him a lot of times, but
Yeah,
it's
Tinkers
great.
are dope.
It's great to know that you are in that spot where people report to you, and you are like the main mastermind behind these designs. Do people really know your story? Like, do you know that people really kind of know that there's a brother in the seat who's like running this operation?
I don't really read my own press clippings, man. I'm just doing the job. So if people know it or not, it's not up to me. You know, how I'm rewarded, that's
better than
God's
us.
decision. So I try not to get
Frame
caught
my
up in that. Yeah. I just feel like the moment you start smelling your own cologne, you forget why you're doing it. And like I know that, you know, I'm there for a very specific purpose. Like I tell people, I'm deployed for a purpose, not employed for a paycheck. So when I start
Sure,
to
you're not a
read,
rapper too.
Man.
Trying to be all
Got bars.
sports shit.
He's lyrical.
hey,
I make the tongues on the shoe. That's
yeah, it's just important, man. Because you know, this industry, I didn't choose my gifts, right? And so to now look at what people think of me, it limits what I can become. Because other people's expectations of me are not the same as mine. Like I have to have a standard for myself. And so regardless of what people think, if it's not in agreement with how I know I am or how I'm living my life when no one's around, then I genuinely don't let it
what does
affect
other
how I
people
show
think
up.
of you?
And I wasn't really going for, you know, just so people know you. So it's like, you know, to prop you up like that, but just so because you are an inspiration.
Yeah.
The fact that kids need to see, like, I can do that. Just like you saw Jordan, like you went to Barcelona, you know, in your imagination. I think kids need to know, like, wow, I can actually design my own sneaker.
And that's the important part. And that's why, you know, I wrote a kid's book. I teach a lot. I do a lot of public speaking. I do a lot of stuff with no cameras around to be able to really be in the communities and show them that this isn't just for clout or just for attention. It's because I'm here because I truly want to serve.
What's the name of your kid's book?
A kid's book about design.
To walk in my shoes?
Basically, yeah. 100%.
Every little step I take.
LeBron and Jordan, who's the GOAT?
Oh, man. I mean, I think the beautiful thing is that's always a timeless debate because growing up, my pops was like, Dr. J is the greatest. He, you know, so it's generational.
For us, it was Jordan.
Yeah, for us, it's Mike. And then
it's Jordan and Kobe.
Yeah,
and
Kareem. And right now, kids may say it's Shea, right? And so it's just Shea Gilchrist, you know, SGA.
At the greatest of all time?
No, now.
No, like that's
That's generations that, you know, they're following him. I mean, he's killing.
Neither did Jordan, right? You know,
yeah, it's a belief in what he could do. That's the thing, potential to a lot of these people.
Later.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a conversation, if you've ever had a conversation with Mike about something that he wants, or is it something that, or is it more, let me show you what I got, or has he ever come in and say, hey man, do this for me, or, you know, have you ever had conversations with him about shoes?
Yeah, so I think the fun part about the process is I'm the gadget guy. And so my job is to think a season out because the way that they would be defended against in this, you know, version of who they are is not the same next season. So whether it's Mike, whether it's Chris Paul, Melo, any of the athletes I've ever worked with, I'm trying to be faster than the future. I'm trying to predict, okay, if you were cutting to the right and you were getting open looks off a screen, they're going to double you. That means you need to beat him with your feet, pass the ball, you got to get open and move without the ball. So I'm trying to assess and predict how they may try to get stopped the next season and then build product that helps to amplify that. And also injury prevention. I think a lot about post-playing because my thing is they work their entire life for that split-second moment. Any decision I make with a product could be the difference between a gold medal and no medal, a championship or an injury. And so I'm thinking deeply about from the story to the weight of the product to the performance of the product. And so it's a fluid conversation because the tough part is with a pro athlete, we know more about them than they know about what we do, the sport we play. So giving them informational parity, teaching them how to design product, teaching them the software that I work with, teaching them how to ask the right questions. So regardless if I'm in a room or not, they can still maximize their opportunity. That's what matters to me, man.
You just ask a question. Let somebody else get some.
because I'm interested.
You act like it's cool. You want to know.
You got to follow up.
Go ahead.
He's a reporter. Remember on the show, he was a reporter.
And with a bad suit.
Usually when you following up, it's out of the courtroom. So anyway, listen, man, when you go across genres of sports,
you support brothers. You talk that.
when you're going across, does that inspiration that you have for developing shoe product, does that go across sports genres? So you're same thing with football, same thing with track, same thing. So you design shoes for all of the sports genres?
Yeah, pretty much. You design for a mindset first.
Okay.
Because regardless of what sport, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's, you know, physical sport, whether it's creativity, everybody who has that dog in them has a certain way of showing up in the world. And so
one more question. No, I'm messing with you.
No.
Come on.
She has a question.
Every activity. Every
Yeah,
activity.
so I wear a lot of sneakers myself. You know, I'm a sneakerhead more
Appreciate
so
you.
than heels. Does females buy more sneakers, Jordans, than men? And then if so, are y'all going to expand to some more colors? Because, you know, your girl got to get some more shoes.
I think that's the beautiful thing about the sneaker community. It really is probably the most truly representative of like a cross-section of humanity. So it's about a 50-50 split.
Really?
When it comes to like sneaker collectors, because you look at, you know, the foot of a woman, they can blend into kid sizes as well. So when you capture all of that, you see like, wait, they've been participating in the culture. They've been propping it up. They've been leading it. Now it's just, you know, it's an open conversation of how do we amplify their narrative and do more things that serve her. So I think it's just it's a function of where the demographic shift is happening and where we see the energy coming from, because it's her era. And I think anybody that has the wherewithal to support the ascension of female athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders in society, what you're doing is you're balancing out the planet, because now you have bodies of research on how they perform physiologically. And that's important, because if you don't understand the female body and the chemistry and the physical nature of their game, they're more actually proficient, and they're more, if you want to watch pure sport, watch women's sport. because technically it's
What
proficient.
lost your goddamn mind?
No, it is, man. It's the most.
You
watch a
What
woman.
makes you say that?
Because the technical ability, they're so methodical in planning. They can't just rely heavily on sheer athleticism like a man. Like if you don't have good technique, you might be able to use brute force. So if you want to watch brute force, you watch masculine sports, right? Because we got power, strength, and speed, and that's all culminating in these massive bodies, 6'9", 6'10". So it's very dramatic. If you look at the subtle nuances of how a woman point guard breaks down a defender, it's technically perfect. It's beautiful because they're looking at footwork, hip rotation, spatial manipulation. And if you're a fan of sport, it's like watching a brawl of boxing.
It's not.
Boxing is going to be boring to a person.
Just judging based on Lisa Leslie.
He just salty because he got crossed up. That's all it was. He got crossed up by somebody.
It's not.
Somebody hurt him on the court.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, man, his sister was better than him.
But that's the thing. That's why I love it though, because I mean, you get to see like a different way of attacking and playing the game, and I think the world is now catching up to that. That's why you see the rise of the W and the interest that it gets, because the game is it's a fun game to watch if you're a fan of the game itself.
I can agree with you.
I can't.
If we're talking about
Free throw.
forwards and centers.
Yeah.
But in terms of guards, like there's still the beauty of a Steph, a Dame, a Chris Spencer. There are Chris Paul.
Chris Spencer. Yeah.
2K.
Yeah. Chris Paul. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure if I agree with you because
I don't.
especially like you said in the guard position. Down low, understandably.
Yeah.
But I still think they're using their brute force to do whatever they have to do if we're talking about the people down.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Absolutely are. It's just for me, when you look at where we haven't done enough investigation of how to actually help those athletes or push innovation, that's what gets me excited. Because
a lot of people would say ticket sales are the true indicator of like which one is more appealing to demographic.
As a sports fan,
Watching men NBA, there's a better. It's more excitement.
I will say this though, women's basketball has got a lot. Like you can see the improvement. You can definitely see the improvement.
People like Caitlin and Juju have really
Maya Moore. I mean, Maya Moore is a beast. If y'all just ever watch what she did at UConn and then getting into the league with the Lynx, like one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Yeah. Two questions. One is the 11. Yeah. If you had to attach a hip hop artist to that shoe, who would that be?
Hip hop artist to the 11. It's tough because Boys to Men debuted.
that question. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
I know.
That was good.
Hip hop artist.
I held it. I was like this. I gotta hurry up and say this because I'm gonna forget.
You think it's gonna be Little Yachty?
Nah.
And we go old school artists too.
I would say Rakim. Just because like the patent leather, the cam, it's like understated luxury, and like Rakim was like effortlessly swag. Like he was just swaggy. He didn't have to say much. He didn't curse in his raps. You just knew what you got. And when you see the 11, it's like it speaks for itself. It's not a lot of embellishments. Like the material, the proportion, the shape of it, it commands attention. So it kind of reminds me of like Rakim, or maybe like a more refined version of Nas, like second album Nas.
I would have said Nas.
Second album Nas.
I give it a
I
count.
would have said Nas.
The second one is, which Jordan would you attach to prisons? That if you had to give prisoners a
the
Jordan,
one that's more durable.
which Jordan would you give prisoners?
That's so funny because I was thinking the same thing. What's the best shoe for
Which
running
one?
away?
Which one?
Accordion shoe.
Which one? Like they walk in. They
Crime and
Never
core.
listen.
What shoes those best?
Listen to me. I'm light skinned. Don't listen to me.
I'm saying they walk in, you go, hey man, like we gonna change this prison system, and they walk in, and instead of giving them that, we gonna lock up back.
Couldn't say
The lockdown Jordan. Because Jordan was a lockdown defender.
The Air Maximum.
That's funny.
Question, and I'm not sure if you're allowed to answer this. Is there a design you made and you're like, we missed, but it's still, I didn't like the way it looked, but it sold well. And then was there one that you thought was going to be the ish and it didn't do well?
Yeah. I mean, it happens all the time. I would say the shoe that sold the most in my career that wasn't a consumer that, I would have had expected was the Air Monarch, which is like the ultimate dad shoe. I had the good fortune of doing the Monarch 2, which was building on the success of the 1. And it's an everyday shoe. I mean, when you see it, you can't unsee it. It's everywhere. I mean, from Little League coaches to...
That shoe?
Yeah.
Those killed?
They still are to this day. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
one of the top selling shoes.
I got a pair of those.
All the time, it's one of the top selling shoes. All the versions.
Because it's the shoe for the guy who isn't that hip, but he's like now he feels like he's hip.
Barack Obama has those shoes.
Yeah. I mean, the reality is it's the majority of the cats that you see in your community in the Midwest, like the people that you see working in the construction industry.
Yes, that's
you know what I'm saying, like the volunteers in your community. So this is for like the dude who's, I know what I'm getting. I want the same product, the same level of comfort, all the things that you would get from.
Ain't the number one sale.
Yeah. It's one of the top selling shoes all the time.
They are a reasonable price.
Just Google
They're
it, man.
always on sale at Big Five.
I mean, they got picked up at fashion.
Hey,
You got every color.
This could be a state shoe. This could go in the states, and by states I mean welcome.
It's one of the top. I mean, fashion picked it up. There was variations from like, fashion collaborators. I mean, athletes, celebrities started rocking them, doing the whole kind of like dad shoe vibe. It was crazy, but yeah, it's been cooking for over 20 plus years.
That's crazy.
Y'all all should have a pair. Yep.
Can you walk us through the process? Like, so you guys sign a new athlete coming out of college. Let's say he's going pro. You sign him. What's the process for you? Like, spend time with him, get to know him, so you can know exactly how to, gear your design to this athlete.
Yes, I mean it's very similar to the traditional scientific method, right? You got to have an understanding of what problems you're trying to solve. So that comes through inquiry. Spend a lot of time just being curious and observing.
So you sit down with him, you talk to him, like, so what do you like? What,
Yeah, you
like,
sit down with them, you talk to them.
sneakers?
I think for me, the first part is understanding the world that they're in, like zooming out, because so many people are coming at the athlete trying to get, information or access to their time. So I'm looking at everything else. I'm studying the rooms that they're in. I'm studying the circle that they're with. I'm looking at all the decisions they have to make. Because the thing about the products that I work on, it should be distractionless. So if a person's wearing it and they're thinking about wearing it, then I failed. Because now they can't be locked in and perform. You shouldn't have to put shoes on and then think, will the shoe work? Or will this garment work? And so my job is to, good design is indistinguishable from magic. It just is. It disappears. It's on your body and it works.
Magic.
Yeah, because when you think about the iPhone, nah, man, he did what the weapons. But
Magic Johnson?
yeah, Nike owns Converse.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. See?
Yeah.
I remember the Magic Johnson sneaker.
You remember the Starburys too.
And, what's my man name? Bird?
Yeah, the weapons. The weapons. Yeah.
So Nike bought them after that.
Yeah, but when I say indistinguishable from magic, what I mean is that good design it disappears. Like it just works. So you don't have to think about how it works. And so that's the part of what we do for athletes when we spend time, learning from them, understanding how they train, understanding their ambitions and career goals.
So you talk to the athlete before you design?
Yeah.
Which athlete was the worst that you didn't want to talk to?
Man, fortunately, I haven't met anybody that
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
This man it's politics in his.
Yeah, I haven't.
It's got to be somebody that was an asshole.
Nah, because you got to realize something, man. Athletes have to have an edge to them to do what they do. You're dealing with some of the most competitive people in the history of the world. If you lack confidence, obviously that confidence is going to trigger your insecurity. So I believe in myself. So when I'm working with them, I see their energy. I understand it. My job is to channel it into something, and that something is a championship or breaking a record. Because in order for them to get up every day and compete at that level, they gotta have an internal drive. They gotta have a dog in them. So I'm used to that. You just get numb to it because it's competitiveness, and that's how the game is.
Conversation we've had, Jason and myself. I know you're.
Y'all friends?
Yeah, we friends.
I ain't just
My
about
brother,
a
man.
bitch. Bring your friend. Can I bring my friends in?
I know.
No.
Speedy.
They
Hang on that.
Speedy need a job.
We need people who can read a prompter. But I know you're a connoisseur of art.
Yeah.
What other types of art and design are you into? Fashion and
Oh man. I would say definitely like illustration and literary art. Like I collect a lot of books. I would say from an art perspective, there's an illustrator named Alphonse Mucha. Dude is cold. He's one of the greatest illustrators ever, and kind of kicked off a lot of what we now know as graphic novel art. The way he did hard outlines around the characters and the figures and the shading is just, when you see the work, you'll be like, oh, I've seen that before, but it's over 100 plus years
some of the
old.
stuff like when we air the episode, so people can see what you're talking about.
Do you wear other shoes besides Jordans?
Nah, I mean,
You get
Right
tired,
now
like,
you
I
got on
can't
something
wear
that
my
ain't
these all day. I
Jordan.
gotta-
these are Jordans. These are joints you can't get.
Throw them up on the desk, man.
I got about 17, 18 pair of
And we'll
Jordans.
follow you to your car.
Yes, indeed. What are those?
Man.
These are Air Jordan 1s made
The
in
ones-
Milan.
Hey, man, I saw those new Air Jordan slides.
better
man.
shoes
were
on
in-
prosthetic
we
feet.
were- We were in the DR, and one guy had on a pair.
Couple people.
Had on the. I gotta give you some of the slides.
Which one?
The
ones.
The ones.
Oh,
the
yeah,
slides,
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah. Like the mule, yeah.
Ooh,
They sell them at a lot of golf places.
Yeah, the
those
mules. Yeah, those are
popular.
comfortable. Those are
Yeah.
comfortable. Yeah. Oh, you got the. Oh, okay. I said, yeah. That's official.
I'm like, I ain't shit.
Yeah. Now he
Is
had
that an 8?
Me and Prince were the same size.
We gonna put
Me and Prince, we had a little collection.
Johnny, man, how small is your foot? I got
Size
keys.
9.
I got keys on a shoe like that.
I'm only 5'9".
That's sample size. Yeah.
Baby shoes.
But a lot of
They
people,
cut down on the price.
all this greatness that you exhibit, people don't know that you're dealing with this other thing called neurodivergence.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people will be inspired to hear that part of your story because a lot of people are dealing with that. Can you talk a bit about what that is, how you discovered that, and how it affects you?
Yeah. So, neurodivergence. I found out when I was 38.
You was a virgin?
Nah.
Oh,
Man, I got a 21-year-old son, my brother. Hey.
no, I heard you said another virgin.
We're talking about
Neurodivergent.
Oh,
yeah,
break it
neurodivergent.
down, brother.
And so, essentially, I have autism, and I didn't find out until I was 38.
See how you do? Now you feel like an asshole.
That man right there.
The hospital, you fucked right up.
You fucked up with his daddy, and now he's got the
Got the
autism.
Benjamin Button disease. You got the formal arthritis. Like, goddamn, nigga,
Yeah.
everything go right.
I mean, that's why I carry myself with so much joy, man. Like,
God damn.
yeah.
No, but this is
Forgive me.
really, I think a lot of people would benefit from hearing how you discovered it. Like,
Yeah,
what
it
was
came
going
through.
on.
It came through therapy. I was working with someone at the time, and she was noticing certain things that I was doing, the way I said certain things, my inability at times to make eye contact, just certain behaviors that they call it masking. Like I can mask neurotypical people because it was a survival instinct. Like in Chicago,
Give us a definition of neurotypical.
Exactly.
meaning somebody who thinks what society would consider normal. So like for me, I fidget. So I wear jewelry because it's easy to hide in public if I'm fidgeting or if I'm getting anxious or overwhelmed in a room. Nobody is assuming I'm doing anything if I'm rotating my ring.
Is that Tourette's?
Nah, it's called tipping. And it's just like it's like a little way to like your mind is moving a million miles
Those
per
are
hour.
those little things.
Yeah,
that they
fidget
have- fidgets,
wheels.
yeah, they sell all those. Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
Prison.
Johnny, how did they were handcuffed?
whatever happens, gonna pray for this brother. Gonna pray for this brother.
Yeah, I stay calm.
And so it was a series of tests and for a while I just kind of just ignored it because at first my first thought was like, man, I passed this to my kids. Something's wrong with me. What my teacher said about me is true, and that was a heavy part. Then eventually I started to just realize like, yo, maybe I'm a mutant like the X-Men. Maybe this is something that's a gift and a superpower. The downside of it is I can't do crowds. I can't do too many noises at once. Certain noises just like sound like nails on a chalkboard. Coming from the inner city, not making eye contact, certain times you got to explain to people like, yo, if I don't look at you, I'm not on nothing. I'm constantly scanning the room. But beyond that, I mean, honestly, man, it's I look at it as a blessing because I can process a lot of information at once really
That's
quickly.
interesting. Like how does it help you? Like how do you?
Yeah. So have y'all used like Apple Vision Pro? Like you know what that looks like when you put on VR glasses and you see all the screens up? That's my brain. I have a bunch of screens up at all times of different bodies of information, and my brain is searching for the interconnected points, like the things that overlap. And so on one hand, I'm reading Sophocles' this book, this play called Antigone, which is a tragedy, talking about despotism and greed and how people, legacy versus morality versus just trying to get the bag. And then the other hand, I'm over here looking at graffiti. So these are like things I'm actively trying to figure out what is the through line, what is the red thread between all these bodies of information. So with that process, because I pull in so much info, the thing is I have to write, I have to draw, I have to do something to get the energy out. And so I'm always creating something.
So you incorporate that ability to do that into your sneaker design. Like that's
Yeah. So
you're seeing the athlete over here, you're seeing the design over here, and how to incorporate both and
everything.
I mean, that's a magical power, bro. That's incredible.
Yeah. It feels like it now. Didn't feel like it at first.
Right.
And stuff.
Wow. So you as a kid, you got teased a lot.
I used to get teased until people found out that I was, I could fight. And then that kind of changed.
With them hands, I draw and punch.
Well, it wasn't. Well, that's the thing, man. It's like I didn't necessarily.
Sandwich.
Yeah, I didn't pursue it, but my dad was ex-military, and after a while, he's just like, you got to stand up for yourself, And then I had a good friend of mine who really was one of the first people. And was like, bro, like you different. And you need to use that to your advantage and don't let people walk over you. So it was around like 9 or 10. I feel like I was little, I was sick, and I was really smart and I looked different. And so a lot of people didn't understand where to place me. And so after a while, I was just like, you know what? I got to accept 100% of me, because if I don't, I can't rely on anybody else to.
You're also an entrepreneur too. Like tell us about Silicon Valley, and you went to Stanford. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh, you went to Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't, but I'm just saying.
But that just talk about your entrepreneurial spirit, your drive to do more than be where you are now.
And we also want to. She's being shy because there's so many guys. Yeah. She wants to hear about
Vashti Kola and her design on the Air Jordans.
Oh yeah, back in the day, the collaborator. She's one of the leaders in sneaker culture. She's from New York. Very early in the game, when I think she was the first woman to collaborate with Jordan Brand.
Yeah, to design the Air Jordans.
Yeah, back in the day. And she's I mean,
the mics, the Air mics.
Yeah,
the
open-toed Jordans.
Nah, she had her own sneaker. It was fly.
So that was before I preceded you.
Yeah. No, she was. I was exactly the twos. I was there during that time, but that was I wasn't working on collaborations at that time.
So you came on the twos?
No, I started on the 16s, at the end of the 16s, early 17s. But the entrepreneurial journey, essentially, man, it was figuring out how to put things into the world that I had my own interest in putting out. And then a lot of that journey started when my son had some health challenges, and I resigned from Nike, went back to Stanford, joined faculty, and then researched how to help him, and then turn that research into essentially a company focused on children.
How are you trying to help him?
Well, physiologically, he had some things going on, but it was more of like how he saw himself emotionally, because I went through that as a kid, being young, being sick, and then it's feeling like you can't articulate how you feel, so you start to turn inward. And I came home from a trip, and I saw him looking at himself in a mirror in the bathroom, and he just had like this look like he wasn't really feeling who he was.
How old was he?
6, 7 years old. And so as a father, you immediately figure out, okay, what do I need to do in order to change how he sees himself?
But no, go back to so Wayne's original question, which I interrupted because she wanted to get it talking before the time was up.
Yeah.
But what was your original question, Wayne?
About this is entrepreneurial spirit, and you went back to Stanford. You said you went to faculty, like you just went and
well, no, one of my professors and a friend of mine had told me about a fellowship. I was on the board of what they call the design school, the D school. And they had at Stanford. Yeah. And so I went to the business school at Stanford and would go over to the design school and just spend time. And so they asked me to join the fellowship, which is essentially adjunct faculty position, which then turned into, at one point, a full-time faculty, and then also just lecturing, traveling the world, speaking to students. But the beautiful thing about entrepreneurship is it really is a form of sovereignty. Like when you can choose how you spend your day, and you get the direct outcome of all your inputs, all the things, your effort, your research. The only risk to it is you got to put up your own capital most of the times. And I think, Chris, you spend a lot of time in the Valley, so you've been around venture capital. Bootstrapping a business in the beginning is the scariest thing, because it really is. It is different when you're spending your own bread and you don't know if the product's going to work. Right. But the mission behind the company was essentially to give kids the greatest form of becoming superheroes mentally. And a lot of it starts very early, when the label that we give a child is what they grow up to believe of themselves. So think of it, whatever's said to you before the age of 8 is the tape that's playing in your head until you become an early adult. And so I was trying to make sure that the messaging of you could do anything had a program to it. So it isn't that Jason did it, Super Jason did it. And kids understand the agreement of a superhero in society. They think they're supposed to save people. They're supposed to be, bigger than life. They're supposed to be altruistic. So as a kid, if I tell you, yo, Wayne, you go do that. Regular Wayne is like, I can't do it. I don't know if I'm good enough. Now you're Super Wayne. Now the kid comes alive and they're like, yo, I could do anything. And you see that clear switch. It's called exemplar self. And the research that proved it was called the Batman effect, coincidentally. So we gave kids capes, we gave them graphic novels and comic books of children that look like them, and then packaging that talk when you opened it that says super heroic. And so it triggered to the kid. Wow. The moment you put this on, you become a super version of yourself.
That's incredible.
Does it work in super villainy as well, Johnny?
I'm not sure. What about?
I don't want to be mean.
I don't want to be mean, but I'm a villain.
I think I'm a nice guy. You think I'm a nice guy? As long as I make it, I'm doing good. So what's next?
Man, what's next?
The Jordan 19.
Yeah, I mean, it's our 40th anniversary. I mean, continuing to educate. Yeah, wow. Yeah, 40 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
What number? But you're not on Jordan number 40, are you?
We are. Yeah, it's the 40th year. And so that's what's next, man, is just continue to be a lighthouse, man, show people how to navigate through ambiguity, you know, in this industry and creative arts, and hopefully train up the next person to someday take my job. That's the goal.
Have you,
Sounds
with
like
your
me.
ability to like visualize and see these different screens in your mind, have you seen yourself in 20 years or 30 years? Like what's that vision look like?
Man, it's either the ministry or it's going back
ministry?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Either going back into education and being a professor.
What you mean by the ministry?
I mean, serving God. Like that's what I think I'm meant to do. I think that's what all of us are meant to do in some regard with our gifts and talents. I mean, what I'm doing is a love letter to him. I know my life could have went a different way. So every second I get, I'm like, how do I thank him through my effort? I got that from John Coltrane. If you read the liner notes of A Love Supreme, he talks about in every good endeavor, what you do with your gifts and talents is really in conversation with God. So I only play for an audience of one. That's why I said I genuinely don't care enough about how people view me, because I know as long as I'm doing it for him.
Well, you can do something for me.
Yeah.
I need to be on the free list.
Hey, man. Won't you rather earn it to appreciate it? I think you want to earn it so you can appreciate it.
That's really good.
You say you're not famous enough.
One of the reasons why we want to have you on, because like, you know, no matter what set we're on, when you come to the set, your sneaker game got to be tight. Like I think Chris mentioned that. Like every time you walk up, people look at you like this, they look down.
Yeah.
They do.
We don't even look in the eye. We look at each other's shoes.
Yeah, it's real.
What you got on?
I got
What
a
are
gang of
those?
Yeah, that's real.
What other kind of things do you desire? It's not just sneakers. You like to, you know, is it gadgets? Is it, you know, fashion? Like what other kind of things are you into?
Yeah, I've worked on hats. I've worked on robotics. I've worked on machine learning. I've worked on designing businesses, curriculums for schools, water supply systems.
Now, wait, go back to your son. So what, did you ever figure out something for your...
Yeah.
hey, boy, you good over there.
Did you ever find a solution for
Get your name in the
to design something for your son?
Yeah, it was more of a dietary practice that my wife and I created for him, because he had a small tear in his lower intestine. Okay. And, you know, with that, you had to basically strip out everything he ate, then add things back to see what triggered him. So effectively, we just designed a way of eating in order to help heal his inner gut. And then from there, you know, it turned into us curating our lifestyle, what we eat, what we drink, what we watch. All of that is part of like a healthy diet.
Okay. And how old is he now?
He's 21, just turned 21.
Man,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
21?
Yeah.
Well, how this room works in the writer's room here on the Real Writers of Hollywood, we got some cobblers being delivered.
Hey, all right.
When we have special guests, we got to have special treats.
And barbecue.
Barbecue and cobbler? Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
I mean, I ain't got to cook for a week.
I want everybody to watch Johnny eat barbecue. He be so happy.
I am.
Wait, is he gonna put salt on it?
I love barbecue.
She put salt on everything?
Everything.
Salt and cracker. We got to get into the bar. I didn't know. You could have told me about that.
What's your Clifton's Gourmet Barbecue?
Oh,
yeah.
Scholar.
Helps you navigate,
I'm
man.
Sharice Powell. I'm from the Gourmet Cobbler Factory in Pasadena. And
Dina Love.
Yes.
Hey.
Thank you, Woo. Is this just sauce?
So what do we have on the menu here?
we have some
Let her talk to the
all
mic.
smoked meat. We have smoked brisket, smoked chicken, and ribs.
Oh, man.
Are you saying you have all the smoke?
We got all
Hey.
We got some mac and cheese, potato salad, and baked beans.
Oh, Chris, you can have the beans, vegan, ain't you?
What about the dessert?
So for dessert, we have some peach cobbler. You guys have some choices. So
Well,
we
listen,
got-
let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
To the mic.
How heavy was the person that cooked the cobbler?
That was me.
Okay, let me look
No,
at
I ain't got no arm fat. If that's what you're about to say.
it might be just okay.
Nigga named Earl got to cook it for me.
You a diabetic,
Okay.
something wrong with
If you ain't got a little bit of this, I don't want to taste
Nigga named Earl ain't one in there.
That's our episode for the day, everybody. We got cobbler, barbecue,
Ribs.
macaroni and cheese.
It's the real
ribs.
slaves of Hollywood. What is this?
It really is the real writers of Hollywood, the blackest writers room in Hollywood.
That's how we do it.
We want to thank the Gourmet Cobbler Factory.
Yes, thank you, Sharice.
Thank you.
If you wait outside, Sharice, we may give you a plate. Just wait right there.
All right, you guys take care.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Dina Love.
All day, every day.
I can't
the real
wait.
writers of Hollywood writers room.
Everybody
Man,
gonna
we
eat.
could talk to you for hours, man. We know you got to go because you running big things with Jordan Brand. So, but we want to thank you, man, for taking the time to come out and hang with us in the writers room, man. Everybody, please give it up for my main man, Mr. Jason Mayden.
Thank God. Thank God, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, you can have some barbecue. We don't want to spill none on your shoes, so you just we'll get your portion for you.
Keep coming back. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. The Real Writers of Hollywood, blackest writers room in Hollywood. Come back to the next episode, y'all. Let's eat this barbecue.
Yeah. And get on the free list. We trade your ribs for shoes.